All right, we're rolling. Go ahead.
Hey y'all, this is GISD Show and Tell with
Amber
and Jordan.
All right, Amber and Jordan, welcome to GISD Show and Tell. Can you introduce yourselves first?
My name is Amber Cervantes. I am an instructional coach in the district and a former teacher at McCoy Elementary.
And I'm Jordan Katsia-Folks. I coordinate advanced academics in CCMR, and I formerly taught biology and 8th grade science in a previous district for 10 years.
That's amazing. Thank you guys for coming on our show. So what are you showing us today?
We came today to share with you a collection of affirmations that we have collected over the years while serving in GISD.
All right, so to get us started, I was thinking maybe you guys could read some affirmations that made you laugh over the years. Is that something we could start with?
Yes, I actually have one. It's from a teacher that I currently work alongside. And she wrote me an affirmation that says, "Thank you for bringing the color back into my world." And when she shared it, I thought, oh, how sweet. And then I kind of thought back to what did I do to bring some color back into her world? And then she winked at me, and I remembered that she had sent me a PDF in an email and asked me to please print colored copies for her because we are limited on colored copies on campus. And then she wrote at the bottom, "If you know, you know." Hi, Mrs. Blair.
Jordan, how about you?
So I have a note that is funny, but also probably my most meaningful note. It's the first note I ever received from a student. It was my first year teaching 8th grade science. And the student had recently immigrated with her family from Mexico to the United States. And she just had a real zest for learning and just a really sweet nature. But this note is really meaningful just because you can tell the amount of time that she took to write it. And she also gave me this really cool gift that she had brought with her. It was basically a traditional whisk and then this really cool pot that was from Oaxaca for making hot chocolate. Oh, yes. And so, she and I used to also talk sometimes about cooking and things like that, just as a, way to relate to your students. You're always looking for ways to build relationships.
That's amazing.
But I do want to read the note to y'all.
Yes, please.
And I have to have my readers, right? Dear Miss Katsia-Folks, this year in your class was one of the best classes I have ever had. I have learned so many exciting and interesting things in your class. At the same time I was learning, I was having a blast. You're so much fun, and you're a great teacher that I really love. I told them I would choke up. I want to thank you for everything you have done for me. I will miss you very much, but I will always have you in my heart for helping me become a better person. Whew. I wish you good luck next year. This is the funny part. And it says with the 8th graders, and I hope they're not mean to you. If they are, just find me, and I will make sure they do not disrespect you ever again.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I will miss you very much. Love, Elizabeth.
She had your back.
She did have my back.
That's, Jordan, that's beautiful. Amber, do you have a sentimental story you want to share as well?
I do. I actually have two affirmations. Well, actually, one is an apology note. But I have saved both of them, and I refer to them quite often. And one of them is from a student, and it's an apology note that he wrote to me, and it says, "I am so sorry that I was talking during instructions, and I am also sorry for being disrespectful and laughing. I promise to treat you with respect and to be more considerate of you and our classroom. I hope you will forgive me for acting unscholarly."
Okay.
And so anytime this particular student, it says sincerely, Jackson. Anytime this student was redirected in any way, or we had to have a conversation, either just the two of us or with his parents, he always wrote me an apology note. And I
love that.
Yeah, and it resonates with me because as a mom now who has a 5th grader, I have followed that guidance from his mom in that I make sure anytime my child makes a poor choice, that he always writes his teacher an apology note or apologizes in person to take accountability and ownership for his choices. So
I love that. That's beautiful. And hopefully that's a rare occurrence. Doesn't happen often.
no, I don't think it's happened this year, actually. So, it works. But the other one is from a teacher who's still at McCoy.
Shout out McCoy.
Shout out McCoy, shout out Miss Johnson. She wrote me this affirmation before I left McCoy. I was leaving and transitioning into a different chapter. I needed to take some time off and be at home with my son. And affirmations are oftentimes gentle reminders of why we do what we do, and the impact it can make, especially in transitions. And so this affirmation means a lot to me because it serves as a great reminder that I am an educator, but I am also mom. And she says, I appreciate your kind and gentle nature, and I admire your strength through this last year of adversity with your son. He will know your love and sacrifice as a parent, and you'll have no greater joy. I did it too. You'll have no greater joy than watching the results of your love and support come full circle. Thank you for your caring ways. We are all blessed to have you at McCoy and the difference that you've made. As educators, we oftentimes are not the best at setting boundaries for ourselves, professional and personal lives. And this serves as a reminder that as a mom, I can't pour from an empty cup. And so setting those boundaries is very important. I can still continue to do the work I'm doing and serve our district and serve the people that I work alongside. But when I get home, even during the school day, especially when I get home, I'm mom first. And so I hope that one day Evan is able to see the fruits of my labor. And that's why this is very special to me.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. With that in mind, I love that note, and I love that it provides you a lot of comfort in tough days. But Jordan, is there a note that provides you comfort on tough days?
Yeah, there is actually. It's from a colleague that I work with currently. And this note says, Jordan, you belong, you're insightful, you're strong, you're strategic, you're inclusive, you are valued. Do not ever lose sight of this. I'm grateful to have you as a thought partner, teammate, and friend.
Oh my God.
And this one is one I read a lot. I think when you are in the classroom and you're a teacher, you get to see that inspiration, you see those moments, and you build the relationships with the students. When you move into a support role, sometimes that tangible quality seems kind of far away. And your purpose is still important. It just kind of expands and you're trying to impact more people. And so sometimes it's hard to see what impact that's having. And this note, it shows that she understands like who I am at the core, what my values are, and that she believes in the work that I'm doing. And Candace Mills wrote this note to me, and it's a really powerful note, and I really appreciate it.
What do these affirmations tell you about the relationships educators build with students, colleagues, and the community?
I think the affirmations share with us as educators, with our community, that we have to connect with our who first, whether that be our students in the classroom or the teachers that we serve or work alongside, or our colleagues. Connection is number one, because without that, we can't do anything else. But also, these affirmations are telling to us as educators, because we don't oftentimes see the fruits of our labor at first, but that comes later on down the line when we're able to see how those students have grown and what they've carried with them since they've left the classroom. I still keep in touch with a lot of my former students who are now in college or married, and they don't remember anything about academics in our classroom. Some might, but what they remember the most are stories about the ways we connected in our classroom. We were a family, they felt cared for, and that all starts with connection. And so these affirmations serve as a reminder to that.
I really feel like affirmations show you how important it is for students to know that you understand their authentic, true self, and that they've been heard and that they're valued and cared for. And I think that's reflected in those affirmations sometimes that you get. And I think this is one of the few professions where you have that opportunity to truly ignite potential and change the ripples, right?
Right.
And so this, as she said earlier, acts as that anchor and that reminder that you're doing something really awesome if you're an educator.
I love that. Thank you guys so much for being vulnerable and agreeing to do this. We really appreciate it. And I'm so inspired by you guys and your stories. And I feel like I need to go and write an affirmation after this video. And maybe that's a challenge for anyone watching this video is go write an affirmation because they're meaningful and it's an important thing to do. So thank you guys so much for coming on, and we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you for asking us.
Thank you.
This has been a pretty emotional one, so what do you say we hug it out? Yeah.